They threw 12,000 tons of orange peels in a forest. 16 years later, they returned to see the results. After graduating from a reputable institution, Daniel Jansen and Winnie Hallwakes decided to concentrate their careers on environmental protection. When they struck an agreement with a fruit juice firm to dispose of their garbage at a conservation site, opportunity knocked on their door. The purpose of a conservation site is to save the natural ecosystem. However, the fruit juice business had previously disposed of 12,000 tons of orange peels and pulps. When a group of specialists visited the location 16 years later, they were astounded. The narrative allegedly began in 1995, when Del Oro, a fruit juice firm, established its production next to the protected area. Daniel Jansen and Winnie Hallwakes were ecologists who were employed by the same company. They devised a fantastic scheme that will help the business as well as the environment. These individuals believed that it was a win-win scenario. In return for the property, Del Oro would be permitted to dispose of their garbage on the protected area. The first was that the only garbage that could be discarded was agricultural waste, including orange peels and pulps. Secondly, their crops would not be treated with any form of chemical or pesticide. Lastly, they may only dispose of the pulps in the designated location. Also, the pulps would be cleaned using limonene oil. It appears that the corporation was assigned a portion of the conservation site where cattle had previously been grazed, and the soil quality was similarly low. As time went on, truckloads of agricultural trash would progressively arrive at the location and be dumped on the designated area. After almost 12,000 tons of orange pulp and peels were tossed, everything abruptly halted. When a competitor realized what Del Oro was doing, they seized the chance to drive the competition out of the market. They started disseminating the word that the business was causing environmental harm. The competing fruit juice business sued Del Oro and prevailed in court. After those lengthy years, the losing side was forced to cease dumping rubbish as per the orders. Luckily, this experiment and its full history were read by a study team. They made the decision to visit the disposal site and document the outcome. The team was shocked when they arrived to the location after 16 years. A dense forest has grown in place of the orange peels and pulps, which have disappeared. The specialists struggled to locate the land since they were lost in the bush. The crew realized the deteriorated ground had become a jungle when they saw a yellow strip wrapped around the vines. We are all grateful to Daniel Jansen and Winnie Hallwakes for their excellent concept. Because of the agricultural waste and the guidelines the firm followed, their experiment was successful. It had changed from being a desolate land to a forest. The discovery of new tree species and other living things resulted in an improvement in the soil's quality. The specialists were unable to provide a clear explanation when asked how this was feasible, and the transition of such an experiment is still unknown. In the end, it seems that everyone came out ahead, even the corporation and ecologists who contentedly left their garbage on the property. Even though it's not a good idea to dump rubbish on a location designated for environmental protection, the two ecologists' ingenious method produced a greener outcome. The majority of individuals who learned about the experiment and read about it wish that similar methods may be applied in the future to safeguard the environment and the planet.